Hey guys, so I think there's one thing in particular, well, two, but one for this video that is not being talked about at all when it comes to a hedge against economic depression, a hedge against an entire collapse. Everybody wants to promote gold, silver, and Bitcoin as good protections for what's to come. While I do agree with that, I think that they are like on the back burner because what should come first is obviously family, but what I want to talk about here is land. Land is like the most valuable thing one could own. Take a investment portfolio. Over the course of 10 years, if you're doing a good job or you have a good financial advisor, you will, accrue quite a bit of interest and make some money just from letting your money sit there, right? Making your money work for you. Well, with land, let's say you bought 5 acres, right, for $20,000, whatever it may be, and you work that land, you make money from that land, and eventually another year or two down the road, you can buy a half acre, an acre, and you do that. You do that your entire life, and next thing you know, you've purchased or acquired, let's say 50 acres of land that you can pass down to your family. And on that 50 acres of land, you can now have uh, you could do a lot with 50 acres of land. You could lease it out to farmers. You could be a farmer yourself. You could, if it's a lot of it's wooded, then you're a small timber, not like a timber baron, but you're a small owner of a lot of timber, which is very valuable. Land is a very real asset, and there's a lot of utility to it, and people tend to overlook that. And you combine that with the family aspect of it, well, then you see that land is going to be valuable for multiple generations because you acquired 50 acres of land, 45 acres additional to your 5 that you got when you first bought it, right? And now your kids are inheriting 50 acres of land. Now they can split it up. Well, let's say you have 2 kids, they split it up 25 acres, 25 acres. But they can build on from there, and then their grandkids, etc. And nobody's really talking about this, and land's really not that expensive. And this should be talked about more because when it comes to land, it's not it's not excluded from the Pareto distribution, the 80-20 rule. So sooner or later, just like right now, there's a small amount of people who own all the wealth. There's going to be a small amount of people who own all the land. And it's going to become more apparent as we enter into this new physical and digital age, the phygital age, because so many people are going to see dollar signs from flipping digital real estate that they're going to go to that and forget about the physical real estate because we've been brainwashed into thinking ownership is getting a mortgage rather than working your ass off, paying $10,000 for a piece of land and cultivating that land into something, working on that, making that your investment, making that your life's work, right? But so many people think, well, I can't get everything I need unless I get a mortgage. But that's total nonsense, too. I mean, yes, the housing market's totally ridiculous at the moment, but you can find houses for $30,000, $40,000. You just have to be willing to put in the work and lower your standards, right? But we're deterring away from that, and that's why this whole rent don't own movement is starting. You know, you have people like Grant Cardone or Alex Becker or other people who are saying that owning is stupid. But in a sense, I resonate with that, because you never really do own anything, right? You can't own anything on this earth. You just kind of claim it while you can. And claiming and ownership, I don't think are two, you know, they're not the same. But yeah, so I think truthfully the best thing one can invest in right now is land. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be diversifying your portfolio or anything, but if you're thinking really, if you're really thinking long term, land is the best bet, especially if you have a family. I mean, it's where it's at. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up if you will. If you want to, if you don't, I don't really give a fuck. Whatever. Alright, peace.